Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about my February TBR. The first week of February, I'm going to be focusing on finishing the audiobooks that I'm currently finishing before starting any others. And so we'll just run through those pretty quickly since I just talked about them. The first one that I'm going to be focusing on finishing is Ruin. That is book 3 in the Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne. That's the one where we follow Corbin and his war band that he is creating, and he is working on participating in fighting in this god war where the two gods have kind of picked their champions and they're getting ready to battle it out, and so all their pieces are kind of getting put into place in this book 3. And then I'm going to be finishing The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. That is book 1 in his Stormlight Archive. And that is the one where we are following Kaladin, who is a slave in Bridge 4. And he's just trying to survive while the rest of the country is dealing with this giant war that they're dealing with. And then 3, we're finishing up Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill. This is the one where we are following the little farm boy who is just trying to finish his little trials and become a man, and these strangers are coming into town and they're going to change everything that he knows about his world. And so that's all I know about that one. And then I'm also going to be finishing on The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. That's the one where we follow morally gray characters throughout the entire thing. We follow Glokta, who is a torturer. We follow Logan, who is a barbarian. We follow West, who is a soldier. We follow Giselle, who is a soldier. And right now they're just living their lives and things are getting ready to change for them. And then one book that I didn't mention in the last video is Dragon in Winter. This is book 3 by Jonathan Mayberry. It is Kagan the Damned series. And we follow Kagan, who is a royal guard in the palace, and he is sworn to protect the children of the empire. On his night off, he went out and he partied and he hooked up, and while he was sleeping, his entire country was taken over. All but 2 of the children were slain. A lot of his family was slain. The king and queen were slain. Like, it was a takeover. And so he feels a lot of guilt for this. And so he spends several weeks and months and just traveling the country, just drunk. And then he decides that he's going to get revenge. Even if he has to do it by himself, he is going to get revenge. And so book 3 is kind of all the pieces getting put into place before he goes and tries to get his revenge. And then if there is time, I know I've got all these books to read. I should finish them the first week, but we'll see. My goal is to move on to Wrath by John Gwynne. That will be book 4 of the Faithful and the Fallen series. And that'll be that final battle and that conclusion. And then once I finish Dragon in Winter, my physical read will be Fury of the Gods by John Gwynne. And this one I would like to do as a reading vlog. And so you'll get all of my updated thoughts as I'm reading it. But then I'll post that video at the end of the month. So that is my goal. That way you kind of get more of those fresh thoughts. But so Fury of the Gods is book 3 in the Bloodsworn trilogy. And we follow those different Viking war bands as they're trying to just live their lives. And now we've got these gods that are waking up. And so I really expect giant battle in the end of this. And we have characters who are like on both sides of the war. And so there's no telling which way it's going to fall. And so I'm really looking forward to that one. And then, if there's time, I would like to do Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. That is book 2 to The Way of Kings. And then I would like to do 2 Christmas reads. They're little quick romance novels. The first one is Jingle Bell Beard by Julie Chris. This one follows Matt and Jasmine. Jasmine is hired to do PR for Matt's family business, and then Matt's a famous hockey player, and so she is trying to win him back after she has lost him. And then the last one on the list is Every Day in December by Kitty Wilson. Belle loves Christmas and doesn't have her life together, and Rory hates Christmas and seems like he has his life together. How they end up meeting, back of the book didn't say, so I have no idea. All I know is that there's a countdown to December and possible love story. And so I kind of like going into books not knowing a whole lot about it, because then I kind of just like here for the ride. And so that's a lot of fun for me. But so yeah, those are all the things that I'm reading. It seems like a lot, but several of those audiobooks I'm about halfway through, so I should be finished within the next week or so. So it's really not too bad. But so yeah, chat with me more in the comments and let me know what you're planning on reading in February, and I will see you next time.